Well, as we head into this weekend, at least we're going to get some sunshine, although it is going to be a little bit cooler than what we have been experiencing the past couple days. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still here with your Friday morning web quickcast, and what I am tracking is some showers that will be around for the morning hours here. Turning sunny but chilly through the weekend. Highs tomorrow, low 50s, more reminiscent of where we should be in January as far as temperatures are concerned. Not in the mid to upper 70s like we topped out at yesterday. It does get warmer, though, next week. In fact, by this time next week, we may be looking at temperatures near that 80-degree mark. Storm Track 12 planning forecast shows showers tapering off as we head through early afternoon, and temperatures will be dropping from the 60s where we started off the morning hours and through the 50s, and then quickly clearing out from north to south as we go on through this evening hours. Temperatures, though, some of those deeper inland spots potentially near that freezing mark overnight tonight. Beaches should hold into the upper 30s. And notice, a little bit of a breeze tomorrow. Out of the north, 10 to 20 miles an hour, probably instead of making it feel like the 50s, how about upper 30s and low 40s is what it's going to feel like, in spite of the sunny skies that'll be around. Definitely colder than the last couple days. Take a look at the track of the temperatures. Once that front passes our area as we go on through the early afternoon hours here, the colder air is going to start to pour in. And again, some of those deeper inland spots are going to be flirting with temperatures near that freezing mark tonight. Now, we will have a little bit of a wind tonight. I think tomorrow night, going into Sunday morning, is going to be a really cold morning. And again, barely recovering into the low 50s for tomorrow. But with that wind, feeling more like the 30s and 40s around the area. And then those temperatures really do drop as we head into early Sunday morning with the high pressure sitting right over us. Weakening cold front is what we've got. And I get a feeling this is going to be the trend as we go on through the next several months here, that we're not going to get a whole lot of rainfall in here as the showers kind of weaken as they move their way inbound. Now, we are tracking a high pressure that's going to slide down out of the southern Canada and that easterly side of that. It is a little on the chilly side, so that's going to wedge that cooler air in here. And then after that, see that thing spinning down there in Texas? Yeah, that's the upper level low that maybe by Tuesday will start to eventually move to our neighborhood here, but it's going to be very slow and very hard to make it into the neighborhood because of an upper level ridge. In fact, let's take a look at that upper level ridge at the jet stream level here. You'll notice the trough sitting across the eastern lakes, but it's down here. Notice this kind of flattened ridge. This is where all the heat is down across the Gulf Coast states. Watch how the trough goes on by, and look how that ridge quickly starts to rebound right back in over us as we head in through Sunday. Now, until the ridge axis gets past us, we really don't get into that warmer air, but that's exactly what we're going to see as we head into next week. Here's our cutoff low, and notice because of this ridge sitting down here, it's actually forced up and over that, and as a result, as it moves its way towards the lakes by late Sunday going into Monday, and especially Tuesday next week, we may get a weakening cold front to come through the area here, but look at all of our southwesterly winds here. Now, that's really going to start to warm us up. And this upper level ridge, I think, is going to be kind of a semi-permanent thing here, at least as we go in through the rest of March and maybe even into April. That's something we are going to be watching. But look, see how that upper level trough, that pocket of cold air that was out here, it lifts up to the Great Lakes. It can't beat through this upper level ridge that has established itself here in the east. And by the time we hit Wednesday going into Thursday, you've got this warm southwesterly flow coming in the neighborhood. Areas of the northern plains, they could be 20 to 30 degrees above normal for next week. So the warmth is definitely going to surge up there out of the southwest. But even with us, with this semi-permanent upper level ridge sitting down here, you're going to be beneficiating from that. Here's what we got going on as far as Futurecast is concerned. Again, by noontime, shortly thereafter, the showers are pretty much going to be out of here. Notice how our winds go around to a northerly direction. We do watch that high pressure settle in. Now, we'll have some mixing of the atmosphere tonight, so it's not going to be as cold as it potentially could be as we head in through early tomorrow morning. I think Sunday morning with the high sitting over us, clear skies and light winds, that's going to really allow for good radiational cooling. And then notice the high starts to slide off the coast as we go into the first part of next week. Winds start to turn around, but there goes that system up through Missouri and towards Chicago, not into our neighborhood. Again, it could bring a weakening cold front our way as we head in through the day on Tuesday, so I'll put in some scattered showers. And then there's that march of the temperatures with that upper level ridge over us. Again, by this time next week, we could be approaching that 80-degree mark. Keep in mind, we spring ahead on the daylight saving time as we go in through Saturday night, Sunday morning. So that means we're going to lose the hour of sleep. It's also a great chance to check your smoke detectors and your CO detectors as well. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still. Have yourself a chilly weekend.